we're the final month of Q3, and, it's been a great quarter for markets. And so I think if investors have been underweight stocks, they're going to use this month to add to exposure. And as you know, there's a lot of cash on the sidelines. Sentiment's still not great. And, I do think there's catalysts in the next few weeks because you've got, Congress potentially acting on not only the budget, but getting stimulus passed. And we know the economy globally is strengthening, and it does look like COVID is getting contained in the U.S. So I think stocks should do quite well this month.
Okay, so if you are among those who have cash on the sidelines and you're looking to get in the market, do you stick to the winners that have just been leading the pack so far, the big tech names, or do you think it's time to get into some of those more unloved areas? I know you've been an advocate for what you call the epicenter stocks.
Yeah. Tech, in our view, isn't expensive because we've published many reports highlighting the earnings share of tech is pretty proportionate to its market cap share, so there isn't necessarily a valuation massive premium being paid for tech stocks. But if I had to say, what is the least sort of widely owned group that's most sensitive to things improving, it's these epicenter stocks, as you mentioned. And I think the risk reward is great. So I think if cases improve and we get some progress on a vaccine or cure, then that's a binary flip. And I think that's why the epicenter stocks, which a lot of people want to ignore, have a lot of upside.
Thomas, this is Christine jumping in. For every fund manager, every market person now looking at the markets, they have to obviously look at the cases in some of the various states. I'm looking at your report. You have a chart and an analysis of the various states and the sort of new cases arising from COVID. What's your take? Do you think the situation is under control? What are the chances of a big flare-up, and how could that impact the economy overall?
Yeah, it's not completely under control in the U.S. The U.S. still has a lot of cases every day, 30,000. It's improved a lot from where it was in July, so I think that's really good news. And I think in the states that have been hard hit, it's been shrinking. But, with colleges and back to school, I think there's a lot of risk it could come back. So I think people are still on the edge. But from what we can tell, New York Tri-State's doing great, Florida, California, Arizona, Texas. So if there's going to be a flare-up, it has to be new states, but they're much smaller. So it'll look better, I think, in a month.